Hello, everybody. Welcome to Inspiration 44. Today is October 27th, and I am Stacy Harp, your lovable host. Okay, so here's the thing. Today's title is, Do you ever feel like a fake? If you just thought, yes, absolutely, then I want to say thank you, because you are being honest. You know what? Because I think the older you get, the more real you become. At least I hope. I think people can go one of two ways. I think the older you get, you can either become more hardened and more cynical about life and more like, why bother type thing, or you can become more real and more flexible, more pliable, more bendable. Which, if you think about it, isn't really fake. It's actually genuine. It's actually real. But the reason why, I bring up this question this morning is because, I'm kind of feeling kind of like, I really, you know what I mean? You ever have those days you wake up and you're like, why did I wake up? I want to go back to sleep already. And it reminded me of something I saw on TV this week. Actually on Hulu, on the show The Middle. If you've never seen the show The Middle, I highly recommend it. It's very funny. And there's a character in the show named Axel, who is the oldest son in this family, called the Heck family. and at one point in this week's episode, he says to his sister Sue, who's terrified of driving. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't drive. He basically says, you owe it to me. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happens, and basically says, you owe it to me to drive me to go so I can vote. And she's talking about how she's scared. And he says, hey, all you have to do is just fake it. He said, the secret to my success, and this is paraphrasing, he basically said the secret to his success is that he just pretends when he doesn't know what he's doing, and that's why he does everything so well. And it's really a funny line if you think about it, because he's telling her, you know what, hey, I don't know how to do anything, I just pretend, and that's why I do it so well. And I thought, isn't that really interesting? It's really a positive statement. He's like, I pretend, that's why I do it so well. So not only is he knowing he doesn't really know how to do it, but he's pretending, and then he's saying he does it very well. I think that's very poignant. I really do. Because how many of us go through life and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, or oh my gosh, can I get through this? I remember when I was trying to get my master's degree and I was working on it, I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can work through this degree program and do everything that they want me to do. But I did. I did it. And there are other things. And I think part of the do you ever feel like a fake and then you kind of fake it till you make it thing? I think really the root of that is fear, right? Let's admit it, man. We're all afraid of something. I am particularly personally prone to fear, big time. I think I was raised with a mother that was extremely fearful. Of course, I didn't really realize it until after, many years or anything. But my mom wouldn't drive on the freeway. And, I could totally understand why, given what the freeways are here in California. But, as I thought about it, my aunt, who I never really knew, but my mom was her sister, she just recently got her driver's license. My aunt did, and she was over 60 years old. Yes, 60. It took her that long to get her driver's license because she was afraid. And so, I guess here's my thought, and whether or not it's inspirational or not, you can decide. But here's the thought: if you're feeling like a fake, most likely it's because there's something there that's making you afraid. And so I want to leave you with a scripture to read today, if you have time. And why wouldn't you have time, okay? You're listening to this, so you have time. Okay, anyway. So read Psalm 23. And let me tell you how it starts. It starts out, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I mean, if you really, really think about those words, everybody, the Lord is your shepherd, my shepherd. I shall not want. Then the days that you are feeling like a fake and feeling fearful, like I am today, for various reasons, I think those are the days where you can go and you can really meditate on the fact that the Lord is your shepherd. You know, a shepherd's job is to guide, direct, to comfort, even once in a while to smack you with a rod to get you going in the right direction. And if you're a Christian, you have a shepherd who loves you. And I think that's something to rejoice in, don't you? As always, leave a comment or a question here on Spreaker, or you can leave it on Facebook or Google or Twitter. In fact, you can follow me on Twitter at the number 44 inspiration, at the number 44 inspiration. If you do, let me know that you are following me because you heard me here on Inspiration 44. Okay, so have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.